Hey.
Doing well. How about you?
Good. My name.
Let's normalize wearing our bonnets. I guess that's supposed to say in public without it being seen as ratchet and ghetto. How about we not? Let's be so for real here. First of all, this does not go with your outfit. Let's start there. I don't care if you threw on the matching orange earrings. This don't look right. It's tacky. So let's not even get into the fact that it's ratchet and ghetto. It just on a fashion level don't look right. You are literally going into a sit down restaurant. Now, we're not going to have a conversation. Oh, well, Outback Steakhouse isn't that big. I don't care. It could be McDonald's for all I care. Why are you going to a restaurant with your bonnet on your head? Let's just think about this for a second. What is a bonnet for? It's literally for you to sleep in, okay? It's for you to sleep in. And now if you're walking around your house in a bonnet, I can understand that too, right? That's your house. You're at home. Even filming Get Ready With Me's, because guess what? You're getting ready, not leaving the house. You're getting ready. It makes sense. It fits the aesthetic. It fits where you're at. Sis, you're going to a sit-down restaurant wearing something that you're supposed to wear to sleep. First of all, that's nasty. Let's go there. It's nasty. Everything from the outside, you don't rest your head against the wood, and guess what? You're gonna put that on your pillow. All the outside, you're gonna put that on your pillow. No wonder y'all, her skin looks pretty good. She might have a filter on, but no wonder a lot of y'all skin be broke out. We are not about to normalize ratchet behavior. Regardless if you normalize it, it's still gonna be ratchet. We literally are fighting to be at the bottom. That's what this is. Sis, you could get the same effect wearing a head wrap. Your head would be protected, but you would still look presentable for the outside. Sis, if you got a brown head wrap or even a black head wrap and you just did the most simplest head wrap, you would look ready for the outside. You would look put together. But nah, I'm a fight the system. See, not every system needs to be fought. I'm sorry, I hate to be the one to tell y'all. Not every single system is meant to be fought. As Black people, we find ourselves always trying to go against the system because the system is oppressive and it's white supremacy. And I feel you, there are some things that are white supremacy, but this is not it. We are far removed from a lot of the white supremacy that was really a problem. We are far removed from it. This is self-imposed. And you know, some of these women, they'll get on here and they'll compare bonnets to the headscarves that women wear because of religious purposes. Look, they don't even look the same. You can tell when something is meant to be worn out the house by the way it looks. This don't look like it's meant to be outside the house. Someone's hijab or a head wrap does. It looks so different. We are not normalizing this. It is ghetto. It is ratchet. No matter how pleasant you are when you leave your house, it's still gonna look ratchet. And let's be so for real here. We get so upset when people perceive us a certain way. If you walk like a duck, if you quack like a duck, people are going to assume you're a duck, not a swan. They will perceive you as such. And honestly, you can't really say that you're not that if you behave like that. If you present yourself like that. Don't be mad when you put yourself in that box. And see, these same folks will get mad. They will get so mad if a white person were to point this out and be like, this isn't right. Y'all get so mad. You do it to yourself. I'm sorry. You do not have to walk out your house with a bonnet. The part that really gets me is this. Hair care, not race. This is the only way you can care for your hair out in public is to have it wrapped up in a bonnet. First of all, the reason why you wear a bonnet to bed is so that the cotton from the bed sheet, from the pillowcase doesn't rip out your hair and dry out your hair. That's the reason why. What is your hair rubbing up against that it's going to get ripped out? You're not wearing a wool coat, in which case you would just wear a scarf. That's what everybody else does. They wear scarves to protect scarves on their shoulders to protect their hair from a wool coat. What type of hair care are you getting by having your hair wrapped up the entire day? And I'm gonna give y'all the secret sauce. Most of these bonnets are not even made from real silk. It's polyester. It's a bunch of plastic woven together. It's not doing the thing that you think it is. Y'all not out here getting real silk So how exactly are you protecting your hair doing this? This isn't about hair care. This is about laziness. It don't take much to put your hair into a ponytail. It don't take much to put your hair into a nice little afro. But y'all hate yourselves so much. Y'all hate so much your natural hair. Oh, the afro is not presentable. It's better than this. Way better. And I'm here to tell you, your afro is presentable. Now let me read for you what this says. Wearing my bonnet in public because I'm a black girl and I don't live for the public or really care if y'all stereotype me. I call BS. I bet you this woman would be so up in arms if she saw those AI videos with AI acting like this, being like this in public. I bet you she would be so offended if a white woman got on here, put a bonnet on, and was mocking her. Be like, oh, it's racist. Oh, it's so racist. Be mad at yourself. You're being racist against yourself by behaving like a stereotype. You don't care if people call you a stereotype? Well, you are a stereotype. You're stereotyping yourself. Nobody's doing that to you but you. Like I said, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, bitch, you a duck. Stop ducking accountability. Let's be so for real here. You saying you don't care, but you pulled out your camera to film? Yes, you do care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't pull out your camera to film. You don't live for the public. Sis, you have a whole TikTok. You do live for the public. If you post content on the internet, you live for the public. Stop playing with me. Then why do you have social media? It's all cope. And stop associating your ratchet behavior with blackness. Please stop. This has nothing to do with you being a black girl. It has everything to do with you not having class. It has everything to do with you being ghetto and ratchet. And what's crazy is she might not even be from the ghetto. She might not. I don't know her story, but I do know whatever's underneath that bonnet is way more presentable than having that bonnet on in the first place. Y'all wonder why folks have black fatigue, and this is the reason why. Because we go out into the world and present ourselves in a terrible fashion, and then we demand that people accept us being terrible people. It don't work that way, sis, or son, or brother, or whoever the hell I'm talking to right now. It don't work that way. You want respect, you gotta be respectable. You can't show your ass and then demand that people treat you like a queen or a king. You want respect, you have to be respectable. Period.
Babies, we are better than this. We are better than wearing bonnets out in public, okay? It's giving, I don't care about myself. It's giving ghetto. We are better than this. Let's opt instead to wear a hat, okay? That's the most... Now you got me out here looking like Conehead, okay? By the time I get about this car and walk inside that store, that hat is going to be to the back.
Disingenuous. This is completely disingenuous. Ain't nobody tell you to grab the ugliest hat out of the bunch. This was done on purpose. This was done on purpose. Sis, you could literally just fluff out your afro and you would be presentable. Put a headband on. Wrap your head up in a scarf. There are so many ways we can manipulate our hair as black women, and that is such a beautiful thing, such a superpower. But we don't respect ourselves enough to even investigate it. Sis, there is so much you could do with your short hair that would look way better than that ugly ass hat and that ugly ass bonnet. Disingenuous. You didn't put in effort to try to look better. Got the smallest hat that don't even fit your head. Stop being disingenuous to make an argument. You didn't even try. If you feel such a way about your natural hair, shave it off and walk out the house bald. Then you won't have to worry about the hat sitting up on your head a certain way or wearing a bonnet. There are a lot of beautiful sisters walking around with their head shaved and they look phenomenal. The hat look a mess because you didn't even try, and the bonnet looks even more of a mess. Y'all really be fighting to be at the bottom, and I don't understand why. And then y'all complain about being at the bottom while also doing behaviors that put you at the bottom. You know, I did a video trying to defend black femininity, but it gets very discouraging when you see things like this. Sis, you're not even trying. But of course, the most ratchet, the bottom of the barrel will get the microphone. And that's just an unfortunate fact of life. It just is. Disappointed. That's the word I can use to describe this. The feeling that I'm having is just a lot of disappointment.
The bonnet holds it down, okay? So don't judge people in between hair appointments or going out wearing, bonnets to run quick errands.
Oh, I'm judging. Stop telling people to stop judging. Y'all want to just, y'all really want to go out here and act so terribly, present yourself in the worst way possible and say, don't judge me. That's the reason why you're asking people not to judge you, because deep down inside, you know it's not right. But you'll get on the internet and play in our face. Get the ugliest hat and try to shove it onto your head and say, whoa, you rather me go out here looking like this? As if that's the only option. No, it's not. Hell, you could have even gotten a baseball cap. And even further, if you're worried about the hair sticking up, sis, you could put on a wig cap and then put the hat on, and your hair would be held down and you wouldn't look a mess going outside the house. You put the wig cap on and then you put a hat over that. You would have looked fine. But no, like I said, there's no effort. There's no desire to look presentable. Lazy, and then want to complain about the outcomes.
Bro, why do y'all hate black women so much?
What does this have to do with hating black women? Stop associating negative behaviors with, oh, it's because I'm black. No, there are plenty of black women that don't behave this way. They don't walk out their house looking that way. So it's not a black woman thing. And it's not about hating black women. Y'all always conflate the two because you're trying to make an emotional argument. That stuff does not fly over here. Why do you hate black women? As y'all act the most ratchet in the room. Honestly, these people don't know what hate and love is. The people that hate us are the ones who say, yeah, go out in your bonnet. Yeah, F them niggas. Yeah, twerk on the gram. Yeah, do this, do that. All these negative stereotypes, they hype it up for you to do it and look a fool. Those are the people who truly hate black women. The people who promote us showing our tail. Those are the ones who hate you. You guys just hate black women. And look, they're just having fun while you promote the most negative, atrocious behavior. People who love you do not behave this way. They don't hype up your terrible behavior. They tell you what's real. They tell you what's tea. They tell you the truth. It's just like the thing where people have like spinach in their teeth. Some people will tell you, other people won't. The people who don't tell you you got spinach in your teeth are the ones who hate you. The people who will point it out to you, say, hey, you need to get that. They're the ones who truly love you.
Bro, why do y'all hate black women so much? So I was in the gym today for a multitude of reasons. One being that I do my hair at night and I work out in the morning. Two being that I live in a very humid state, Texas, and I had a lot of things to do today that required my hair to be done. I was wearing my bonnet in the gym. And I was listening to a video here on TikTok, and I'm not gonna even stitch it just because I just don't believe in sharing videos that can potentially put down black women. And in the video, she was saying how women who wear bonnets in public are classless, they lack tact. Meanwhile, I got my flexi rods in and I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? I think regardless of your opinion on the matter, everything that black women choose to engage in turns into a social and political debate because we just can't live. Like, for example, this could have easily turned into a discussion about wearing pajamas in public, but instead we're choosing to turn it into bonnets in public. Now, for several reasons, I actually don't consider bonnets to just be sleepwear. I think anybody who considers them just sleepwear really doesn't understand the ins and outs of Afrocentric hair care. And listen, I know y'all are tired of this discussion, but I just wanted to talk about it because, like I said, I was in my bonnet and in my feelings a little. Okay. Like, there were people in the comments saying you can always wear a cap or a scarf or a wig. So you want me to put a hat on this?
No!
You want me to put a scarf on top of all of this and smush my curls? You want me to wear a wig with a headband? Like, it's gonna look ridiculous. Like I was saying, I actually don't consider bonnets to just be sleepwear. I use them whenever it's raining outside because a hood and an umbrella still do not protect my hair from frizz.
We're talking about, oh, straighten your hair and then the humidity and the frizz. Sis, you literally have a superpower against that. It's called your natural hair. If you were wearing your hair naturally, sis, you wouldn't be worried about no damn humidity. I wear my hair natural majority of the time. I'll go out in the rain and it's perfectly fine. The rain touches my hair. It looks the same when it was dry. It looks the same when it get a little water in it. It's the same. We literally, as Black women, have a natural defense to looking crazy after being in the rain. It's our natural hair texture. So all this complaining is, to me, it's just babble.
At all times. It comes with me in my purse. It's in my work bag. I've been approached by men in a bonnet, even with my ring on. I've been to the gym with my man in a bonnet. He has given me public displays of affection while I'm in a bonnet in a gym. So you mean to tell me that your sis cannot wear a bonnet on an airplane so that she can have a fresh blowout whenever she lands? People with natural hair can't try out new styles like flexi rod sets, perm rod sets, any type of rod set. Baby, them styles need time to process. Your sister got somewhere to be at night. She can't run out during the day and grab something really quick like a cup of coffee or fill up her gas tank because she's in a bonnet. A lot of times people don't realize caps, scarves, and even wigs sometimes can smush the style. So in my humble opinion, it's not just for sleeping. It's also for protecting your hair. Like, I know when I'm leaving work, if it's raining, a hood and an umbrella is not gonna protect me. I'm throwing on my bonnet. But it's just also really hurtful to hear videos like this of us doing this to each other. It's like, I would never talk about my sisters in that way, and this video will age well. That's never gonna change. Like, you're never gonna see me on here talking badly about Black women.
That's the problem. Y'all don't want to correct the behavior. You just want to sit in a circle, kikiing, and supporting the worst behaviors, the lowest denominator. Y'all will sit here and support that, but then get mad at racists when they bring it up and shove it in your face. You are part of the problem because you enable it and participate in it based on your own account. All this, the curls, and what about this? And we have this thing called the Weather Channel, and it predicts the weather. It's not always accurate, but for the most part, it's pretty on point, especially with the technology that we have nowadays. I'm gonna need y'all to start planning ahead. Make sure you have what you need so you're not doing things last minute. Hell, there's this thing called DoorDash. If you want your coffee, you can have it brought to your door. You ain't even gotta leave your house. There are so many ways to plan around all of this. But rather than putting in that effort, we just want to choose the laziest option literally possible. First of all, even with the curls that she has in her hair, and I've worked in a hair salon, so I know what I'm talking about. Even with those curls, there is a way she could pin it down so that it would still be curly and fit under a hat. I would never get on here and talk about Black women like this because you're an enabler. And I don't know what's worse, the Black people that participate in this behavior and they don't know any better, or the people that enable it. And see, the thing is, a lot of y'all won't go there, but I'm gonna go there. She benefits from pretty privilege. She'll be able to get away with being in her bonnet in public just because she's very pretty. Not everybody has that pretty privilege. If she goes out of her house wearing her bonnet, she's not gonna get the same ghetto stares that an average looking Black woman would get. People are going to view her differently in her bonnet than your average Keisha up the street. I'm sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you. Now, while it is still ratchet, her leaving her house looking that way, she will get judged way less simply because she's pretty. So don't let these women that have these privileges hype you up to walk out your house looking crazy, because guess what? The response is going to be different.
And using the things that they do to survive in America, whether that's holding a corporate job or trying to go and be consistent in the gym while maintaining her hair. The point is that we go through so much as a group of people. It's like, why are we doing this to each other?
We're going through so much. Let's go ahead and add more struggle by behaving badly. Oh, we go through so much. Let's add to the struggle by acting ratchet in public. Let's add to our struggle by not conforming to societal norms. Let's buck the system and then complain about the outcome. Stop contributing to your own subjugation. We want to cry racism every chance we get while also acting a fool. It don't work that way, Chief.
Like, if you don't want to wear a bonnet, and let's be honest, some people have the privilege of not being able to do that. I mean, if you do, then great. I'm very happy for you. I don't.
You don't have to. That's cope. Sis, if you wore your natural hair and just let your curls do what it do, You wouldn't need no damn bonnet. At least not in public. You might wear one to sleep, but you wouldn't need it in public. And I don't want to hear no, well, I have 4C. 4C hair is beautiful when y'all allow it to just be. The reason why your 4C hair be looking a mess is because you break it off. You put too much heat on it. You don't take care of it. 4C hair is beautiful when you take care of it. Just like any other hair texture is beautiful when you take care of it.
Now, I do think that the pajamas in public argument is a different scenario just because, like I said, I don't consider bonnets just to be pajamas. But I also think it's really messed up how, once again, we're just extending this narrative to only Black women. Like, y'all realize that is an American thing, correct?
That whataboutism will be the death of us. Well, what about Becky with the long hair? She's wearing pajamas. Well, what about, I don't care about them. That's for their community to worry about. That's their trash. They need to take that out, not us. I'm not picking up the mantle to make any other race look better or be better. I don't care. That's for them to care about. What I do care about is my fellow Black people coming out here looking crazy, behaving crazy. I'm not worried about what other races are doing. That is their issue to correct, not ours.
But I just wanted to come on here and say that we shouldn't be fighting each other or placing these negative and judgmental connotations on each other. Like, we should be sticking together.
Sticking together to look a mess? I'm not sticking together to look no damn mess. We should stick together to normalize our bad behavior. No.
Don't think that this discussion is as simple as if you wear a bonnet in public, then you're crusty, musty, dusty, rusty. Or that you're lazy or that you don't want to do your hair. Like, dang, I was just trying to look nice for tonight. And I got shit to do during the day.
Clearly you do have something to do since you're leaving your house. Well, I ain't got shit to do today. Well, then why are you leaving your house in a bonnet? Make it make sense. The logic is not logicking. Nothing to do today means not leaving your house. So even there, you destroy your own point. I'm tired of Black people behaving poorly and then demanding that everyone just accepts it. And I don't care if I made you mad. I don't care if you're offended. I don't care. I'm offended by y'all coming out here looking like this, behaving like this, and then the rest of us gotta hold the bag. I want better outcomes, so I will critique the behavior. Just because you behaved a certain way at one point in time doesn't mean you have to continue behaving that way. You can always change for the better. Instead of getting offended, grow. And I really truly think that we as Black people can do better for ourselves, but we have to stop enabling this foolishness. Stop trying to normalize it. Get with the program or continue to be stereotyped. But if you allow that to happen, then don't come on here complaining about racist white people or racist anybody, because it's literally something that we're doing to ourselves at this point. If you like this content, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all with the next one. Deuces.